What's good, YouTube, man? It is your boy Solid back with another solid reaction, man. Today we're gonna be checking out NBA legends explaining why Manu Ginobili was a monster, bro. Y'all know I'm a big fan of basketball and I always loved the 90s, 80s, but Manu Ginobili had a hold on the NBA in the early 2000s. I mean, the Spurs entirely did, but Manu was just that player. I mean, there was quotes and people saying he might be the greatest shooting guard to ever play the game. I remember Kobe being really upset about that. I remember D Wade being mad that he was like third or fourth underneath Manu Ginobili. It was like Kobe, Manu Ginobili, then like such and such, and then Wade. And Wade was really hot about it. So, man, let's see why everybody else in the league thought Manu Ginobili was one of the greater players in the league. Let's get into this one to see what's going on, man. I know y'all haven't been checking out, or seeing the most of my videos that I've been posting, bro. I've been trying to break into some new genres, bro, like music and stuff like that, just to get a channel a little bit more, growth, bro, because that's the whole point of me doing this, bro, is to grow a channel, grow a community where everybody gets to enjoy and love what's going on, man. But, man, before I press this play button, man, do me a favor, man. Hit that like, subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on so you never miss another solid upload. Let's get active.
Beyond nasty. That was filthy.
Oh, man. Skip that real quick.
Hey guys, good day to y'all. How's it going? My name is Sean David and I welcome you back to the Basketball Time Machine, your NBA old school show. In today's episode, I want to, for the first time, take a look at NBA legends talking about Manu Ginobili, a player that even we old school fans, and even though he has retired for a couple of years, I have the feeling that, yeah, we got to give this guy a little bit more respect because he was one of the purest basketball players of the 2000s. So in this video, we're going to take a look at NBA legends talking about Manu. But before we start with that, let me ask you guys for a small favor. If you're new to the show, please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoy the content. All right, you guys, let's go for it. Now, the first player's opinion that I want to take a look at is from Dirk Nowitzki and Tim Duncan, obviously a former teammate. Two players that had, quite a few, not only run-ins, because I know that Manu was not easy in practice, but also had good relationships with Manu Ginobili.
He was doing all the little things. When the game was on the line, he was there making big shots.
Here's Ginobili for three.
Wow.
Making big plays on both ends of the floor.
Spotted by Ginobili. There's the buzzer. This ball game is over.
You have no choice but to enjoy playing with someone like that. Someone who has such a high basketball IQ, has such a high competitive nature, who's out there just to win.
Feeds it to Tim at the buzzer. Backed it in.
And the next player's opinion that I want to take.
Hold on, that was a beam. Hold on, that was a beam. Hold on, I gotta see if that's not even in the best quality. Hold on, we're going up. I gotta see that with the beam. Hold on.
Feeds it to Tim at the buzzer. Backed it in.
Shoom.
And the next player's opinion that I want to take a look at is from Scottie Pippen, a player who, just like Manu Ginobili, also had to sacrifice a lot during his NBA days. So let's take a look what Scottie has to say on The Jump.
Scottie, I saw your face over there. He sacrificed for this team.
Oh, my God.
That's a sacrifice.
Sacrifice might have been too much.
He gave up a lot.
Right? He also gave up that starter's role.
Yes.
Also, I mean, he was a starter on the team. He was not on the border. He was definitely starter level. Can you imagine them coming to you and saying, "Oh, we actually just think you'll give us a little more off the bench"?
You know what? That just goes to tell you that the game is bigger than any individual. And him using this as an example, coming off the bench, sacrificing, not being an all-star for years, just giving up that superstar role completely and sacrificing for the benefit of the San Antonio Spurs, the championships that they've won. When
I can agree with that. I mean, I felt like Manu Ginobili has always been one of them players that we loved because of his humility, like him being just normal, bro. He wasn't a crazy superstar. I think Manu Ginobili holds a lot of people's hearts just because of the simple fact is the way he played the game was art piece with him, bro. He didn't care about being the most famous. He just wanted to play the game at the best level, at the highest level, and continuously be who he was. So I think I can agree with that when they say Manu Ginobili gave up a lot. Yeah, being the sixth man like that on a team like that when you should have been started, it's crazy. It's crazy. I probably would have argued to be a starter, to be honest.
And good things come out of it. And this is a prime example of a guy that believed in that.
His list is his list. You're the most exciting European player that I've seen, period. So forget his list.
Period, or just in terms of now?
The most exciting.
Even
the most exciting.
What about Petrovic?
The most
Petrovic?
The most exciting. Petrovic could score, but he wasn't. The most exciting. Who you seen dunk like this man here?
Nobody.
On somebody.
Hasn't met
Yeah.
20%.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's hot garbage, isn't it, Jalen? Because he is for sure going into the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
And a lot of people take for granted this the Basketball Hall of Fame. So it's the totality of everything he's accomplished, in particular his international experience. So I definitely, based on that, believe he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Would you, if you had to name...
Bro, is it just me? Or Jalen Green got, Jalen got one of the best lines in the history, bro. Like, his haircut stayed fresh. I ain't even gonna lie.
Where would you put him?
He stayed crisp to a T.
Jamal Crawford has won the award 3 times.
Looked like somebody hit that joker with a protractor.
Because Pops keeps the minutes down during the regular season. You know this better than anyone. But at the moments where he's come up big, it made me write down a couple. And I wanted to
behind the back.
as a
Easy.
what you think of or what you were doing
when
these
give me
plays
that
happened.
between
How about
in there.
in 2005,
okay.
Game 7, Detroit Pistons, when Manu scored 11 of his 23 points.
I love it.
in the fourth quarter. You remember that one?
Yep. Go on.
Okay. What
It's like a good memory lane.
what about the block on James Harden?
That was because everyone, he's old man Ginobili. People didn't think he still had it in him, and he still had it in him.
What about the dunk on Chris Bosh?
That's just a mismatch in size that makes everybody root for the underdog. So, of course, yeah.
Game winner against the Golden State Warriors, 2013 Western Conference playoff.
Do you have my favorite one on there? I mean, it's basically the whole game, but it's 2014 Game 5. That was the one where I think I lost my mind. By the way, 100% sober. Lost my mind. I had never been so excited to see anything in my entire life.
Hit that one, get it out the net. Yeah, get it out the net, buddy.
Off of the bad taste left in their mouth from the year before, and the Ray Allen 3 and everything that went down there. And then this, it is just... We watched this guy. Look, I'm literally losing my mind. I was not lying about that. I feel like he entered San Antonio almost as if he was already a vet leader. He leaves as one of the all-time fan favorites. He's established such a great place for himself in that community. It's hard to name guys that they've loved more. He is definitely on that short list of guys that fans have genuinely cared for at the course of his career. And
I don't know why, but I just looked down there and I noticed it said 4-time NBA champ. I thought he missed one with the Spurs. I thought he wasn't on the team with the first one. Or am I tripping? Or am I just bugging out, bro? I could be bugging out. But I thought he missed one.
They've added the Argentine player, Manu. Look at this, Ginobili.
Anxious to see what the guys we've added can do. Manu Ginobili, supposedly he's a great find. He's the best player in Europe, supposedly.
Manu, he was an uncommon competitor, when he arrived, and already very accomplished.
You may recall him from this past summer when he led the Argentinian national basketball team at the World Basketball Championships that beat the USA.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who Manu was. He was the best player overseas. So I was just excited to get him here. I said, Timmy, you're going to really like this guy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
He walks up to me and is like, hey, Manu Ginobili, I'm with the Spurs. No, you're not. I assumed he was another one of the experiments. Yeah, experiments that I would never beat.
Manu, what did you just tell him to do? And what did I tell the team we're in to start the quarter? That's your problem.
Remember, first year you were here, when we practiced, you'd have to play against Bruce a lot. And Bruce used to beat the absolute crap out of you. That's when I kind of started believing or started seeing that he had something, that he was as good as advertised.
Not that I didn't understand it, but it frustrated me, like saying, what the hell, he's my teammate.
Yeah.
So he challenged me, and it was funny, it made me better.
At some point, in that first year. I said, why do you do that? Why? What are you? He goes, I'm Manu. This is what I do. And from that day on,
That's tough.
we pretty much
Hey.
he does.
Keep shooting. Keep shooting it, follow through. Be brave, be aggressive.
So he taught me to be a little bit more patient, to widen my horizons, think out of the box a little bit more, and it was great.
We went through so many things in so many years. Always being old. It seems like everybody always calls us vets, but I think we always competed with class. But it's hard to tell what I'll remember, besides the situation so unique before so many years with the same coach and all that. And I think that togetherness.
Bro, I you know what's crazy is a lot of people don't consider them a big three, bro. Like a lot of people, I know a lot of people be like, oh yeah, the Spurs, that's not a big three, bro. They didn't have a big three. Like, nah, bro, I really consider them a big three, bro. Like, real talk, if you really pay attention to the game and if you watch the game, you will be like, yeah, that's a big three, bro. Manu Ginobili, you know, even before Kawhi got there, a lot of people like to say, oh, it was Kawhi, you know, all that. But it's like, nah, that three is crazy. I think that three right there is probably better. And I know people probably go like, yo, that's crazy for you to say that. But I really think that was a better three than the Celtics' big three. And that's being in Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and right there, Garnett. I was about to say Gary Payton. I don't know why I was thinking Gary Payton. But that's just one of those things that I just really enjoy. And I mean, yeah, I know that their style of basketball isn't like what we like to see, which is the showcase, the flashy, you know, the and it was really fundamental. Just do what we got to do to get the win and go home. But it worked. So why change something if it worked? And these three players, I really feel like as a group was crazy, was dynamic, crazy dynamic.
Remember.
Doesn't necessarily capture his impact. He was only twice an All-Star, never averaged 20 points. The highest he ever got was third-team All-NBA, but a crucial part of 4 championship teams who played a style that no one has replicated. Well,
but okay, even what he's saying right now, that lets me know a lot of things about the league. I do not judge a player based on, like, you know, his stats. Because you can be putting up buckets, but if you're not winning, if you're not helping your team win, it means nothing. You get what I'm saying? We got players right now averaging 30 and 40 points, but are they winning? Like, are they going to make the playoffs? Like, because we got players like that. But Manu Ginobili is a player that we underlook because they're like, oh, he never averaged 20. You know, he never did this. He never did that. Yeah, but he did this. He did the little things. He did, you know, he might not average 20 points, but he probably averaged 17 9 and 9. That's just crazy. 17, 9 and 9 is crazy as it is, you know. So I don't know. I think we underestimate a lot of players just based on who they play with. So I don't know.
To add in, obviously, Matt, we talk about his international experience. That the Hall of Fame takes into account Manu Ginobili, for sure a Hall of Famer, but it's
Facts.
the role that
give me
Manu
that.
played and accepted in San Antonio that's, you know, one of the more spectacular parts about his career, to have that kind of production for that long and to be that consistent. El Contusion, as I called him back in San Antonio, deserving of a Hall of Fame induction, and certainly deserving, Matt, of all the praise from all the players over the past couple of days who've reached out via social media and let Manu know just how much of an inspiration as a player he was, how much of a pleasure it was to compete against him. But you saw a lot of international younger players say, you're the reason why I dreamt that it was possible for me to have the opportunity to play in the NBA.
You know, the thing with Manu Ginobili is, and I got to be honest to you guys, it took me a while to really appreciate him because obviously I don't want to say I lost interest in the NBA after the 2000s, but it got
that was all of us, bro,
over the years. And because he played in an era where basketball became more the game that it is nowadays, it took me a while to appreciate the few guys that still play basketball the right way. There was a Tim Duncan, there was a Manu Ginobili, there was a Dirk Nowitzki. There were still guys that I could really appreciate, but it took me a while. And I gotta be honest, Manu Ginobili to me is one of the greatest players of the 2000s. And even though I don't believe that he would ever have been a superstar, the guy had a phenomenal game. He had a huge back. He played really competitive. He wanted to win. He was a team player. He sacrificed a lot. And if you like basketball, pure basketball, you got to give the guy respect. So this is what I wanted to do in this episode. Let me know in the comments below how you think about Manu Ginobili. And
all right, guys, that is the end of this video. Look, man, I want to go into a quick. I liked how he said, you know, hey, look, Manu Ginobili was one of the players that I didn't really understand until after. And there's a player like that right now that I really do enjoy, and it's Anthony Edwards, bro. If you don't know, go check him out, bro. He's one of the better players in the league, and I know people are probably like, no, he's not, but he really is. Pay attention to how he plays. He's a great player. But, man, thank y'all guys for checking out this video, man. I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy. Peace.